The TIE bomber is another of the excellent designs to come out of Pioneer Fleet systems. The craft initially filled a role similar to Y-Wings. It proved excellent in the anti-shipping role, especially against small and medium transports. In great enough numbers though, it can be a threat to line vessels. Although their primary role was anti-shipping, it was in a new terrifying one that the TIE bomber would find its true calling. The destruction of civilized population centres would become a primary role for the bomber. While the sight of a Star Destroyer over a world had incredible psychological impact, the sheer destruction that could be wrought upon an undefended population centre by the TIE's proton and seismic weaponry was staggering. A Star Destroyer typically carries 12 of these craft as part of its TIE complement. The twin-ion engines are not as powerful as they should be. This does mean that the craft is slower and less manoeuvrable than its fighter counterpart. Its weapon load is versatile. Missiles, proton bombs, seismic charges and mines make this craft a dangerous component of the Imperial arsenal. With a crew of 1, it is a deadly and cost-effective weapon. One thing about FFG stuff is that the plastic they use to wrap their products in. It's harder than diamonds and hacking into them almost requires a blowtorch and divine intervention. The ship was $15 Canadian, which isn't too bad for a game miniature. You get all your counters in a single plastic bag, and the bag itself isn't too bad as quality goes and should last for a decent time. While some of the counters might be common to all, it's possible some might be unique to this ship, so keeping them together is a good practice. The counters are a nice solid cardboard. They should hold up well to gameplay. The cards are another matter though. They are colourful and the artwork is beautiful. The cards cover weapons and the different squadrons that can be used with the ship. The texture is also nice, but they are thin and won't take too much heavy gaming. I suggest getting some of the protective card sleeves. The Mini is very detailed considering its small size. It comes pre-painted, and while I've seen people repaint them, honestly, why bother? Unless the idea is a unique paint scheme, which then I can completely understand, but the one that is on it is quite good as it is. While the ship is designed primarily with X-Wing miniature games in mind, it can be used in the RPG during space battles to show relative positioning. Overall, I like it. I was happy to pick it up. It was one of my favourite Star Wars vessels, and I think they did a good job on the Mini. If you want a collection of Star Wars ships and space is an issue, then these are great. If you play the game, then it wouldn't be a bad addition to your collection.